All right, ape family, this is Bubby Gunner again, and this video here is called Interpreting the Pattern Correctly, and I'm going to show you the pattern and show you the price prediction according to the pattern. So let's begin our trip down the rabbit hole and follow the white rabbit. We figured out where the pattern would start, how high it would go, how low it would go, and then we had to figure out the time frame of it. Once we did that, we set our boxes. We knew the fractal time frame. We knew we'd enter into a consolidation. We drew our box for what I call the volume box, and then we run up to 220. Now, around that time, a warning box is going to pop up. We'll be shot down, and we'll begin to consolidate. We'll consolidate for a certain amount of time, and then we'll have the run up. Now over here on today's chart, as you know, if you've been following me, if not, remember to subscribe, like this video, and set your notification. But we've been tracking this live. From this point here, we knew we got into the end of the fractal time frame, and we entered into our consolidation box. And sure as shit stinks and water's wet, it came to the end of the fractal time frame. We lost volume and we consolidated with low volume for a minute. And we knew that according to the pattern over here, the next thing would be our blue box, which is the volume box. I knew that once we got through consolidating and volume picked back up, we were inside the volume box. I did a video on it. You can look right there in the cards and go watch how we predicted this. Then I predicted that from this point here to the top of the volume box, it ran up from $2 to $5. So over here, we believe that it's going to run down up from $20 to $50. Why? We just move our decimal. You can watch that video. But we'll know we left the volume box when we have a spike up to $250, $300. Why? Because it had to spike up right there. Once we hit that spike, something major is going to happen. It's going to push us down. Over here, I've drawn it out. We're going to run up. Something major is going to happen. It's going to push us back down to $50, $60 a share. Then we're going to begin to consolidate. You see those lines here are the same as over here. It's going to get pushed down. It's going to get pushed down. It's going to run up from its low back up to the top of the consolidation box, from the bottom of the consolidation box to the top. Then it has a pull down, and then it rips. So then it has a pull down, and then it rips. And we can expect this rip out of the volume box to $250, $300 within the next couple of days, I think. After that, something major is going to happen, which I'll share with you in the next video. Why? Because something major happened over here. Something major that pushed the stock down. Now here's the thing. We're coming up on the same exact pattern, and we're going to have a warning box. I'll explain that next. But how we handle what's going on in the in the warning box will determine whether we go back down like we did over here, or we break the cycle pattern, which means somebody's flipped the switch off, and then we skip all of this and go straight to the rip. So that's the price prediction according to the pattern interpreted on today's price chart. Now here's the thing. You see it's a pattern. We know it's a pattern. We scale out and we can see it played itself out over here. We see that all you had to really do was move a decimal point to keep following the pattern as it works its way up. We know that every pattern has had a warning box. so we can accurately predict what's about to happen. Here's the point. This thing is set to keep climbing. If it gets to 720 here, this is where a lot of people wanted to know questions in my other channel. But what's going to happen if it hits the 720? Is that going to be the cap? According to the pattern, yes. According to the hit the red warning box, fall and consolidate, and then a rip up. If we follow this same pattern, then the end of the fractal is $720. Then it resets and it starts over, and it will do the exact same thing. It'll hit the consolidation box. There'll be another volume box, another warning box, until you get to 7,000, 8,000. How long and how fast it takes, the pattern shifts its own time. It doesn't veer from the pattern, but it shifts the time. It shortens itself, and sometimes it's a little bit longer. But the point is this, people. You see there's a pattern here. You see that somebody somewhere flipped a switch and started this algorithmic computer trading. Its purpose is to bring the MOAS. Why? Because it keeps stair-stepping up, 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 all the way from way back here. All right? So there's a purpose. The purpose is to bring the MOAS. The purpose is to eventually break through this red warning box, and instead of falling, the MOAS will happen. That's the purpose of this pattern. And if you can come to that conclusion with me, then you have to understand that if somebody wants to bring the MOAS, why? Why did they set this in motion? There has to be a reason behind why somebody would take the time, program this algorithmic program, flip the switch and get it started so that we can MOAS. The question is, why? And I'm going to be covering that. But the next video, I'm going to tell you, because we're coming up on the anniversary of the buy button being taken away. That was the warning box here. Over here, people wanted to know in my other channel, did I think? Yes, I think they're going to take the buy button away right there. But how we deal with it is going to determine whether we MOAS or whether we continue the next pattern, which will bring us down, consolidate, rip up to 7,000, and you get another chance. But the point is, it's a pattern. It has a purpose. The purpose is to bring the MOAS. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and set your notifications, because next I'm going to tell you what this warning box is. And I'll see you in the next video.